Hi, welcome to the free work at home writing training program. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I create high quality written content. This is not about academic, creative, or fictional writing. Now, there are a lot of videos and blogs on the internet about this topic, but I decided to make a video about the writing process or guidelines that I have used all these years. Before we proceed, let me show you screenshots to prove to you that I deliver high-quality articles. With that out of the way, let's proceed with our topic. How I create high-quality articles. Number 1. In-depth research. When I look something up on Google, I don't immediately use information from web pages on the first page. If I don't see any web pages providing quality information, I would dig deeper into the internet to find web pages with useful, relevant content. Whenever possible, I try to look for information from top-level domain websites, such as a .org or a .edu. When you use them as your reference and cite them, you build trust with your audience. While Wikipedia is also a top-level domain, I only use it when it's the only one providing information on a specific topic. There are better web pages on the web that provide useful information. That said, using information from Wikipedia and citing the page is the best option when a client doesn't want you to cite or link out to a competitor. Write in your own words to avoid plagiarism. Write in your own words based on your understanding of the topic. This way, you'll avoid getting flagged for plagiarism. Some writers use synonyms to create unique articles out of the original articles. But be careful when using synonyms. You see, not all synonyms can be applied to certain sentences. You have to make sure you understand their meaning before you use them. Often, there exists a slight but significant difference between two apparently similar words. Here's another thing. Today's plagiarism checkers can detect if you only change a few words from the original text. They can detect if a group of words from the original text is the exact match to the ones in your text. The only way to avoid this is to construct sentences in your own words. Number 3. Write without the fluff. Some writers use too many unnecessary words and end up creating articles with lots of fluff. Note that fluff is only good in pancakes, not in high-quality articles. So, what makes a fluffy article? Too many introductory sentences in the first paragraph. For example, how to earn money from home. Are you sick of? Do you dream of? Is financial independence? Are you envious of? Have you always wanted to? Look, it's okay to put a few questions here and there in the introductory paragraph, but limit it to 1 or 2. Unnecessary words and phrases. Examples of unnecessary words and phrases are very, soar up, lower down, and dear and beloved. For example, dear pets is okay, beloved pets is okay too, but using dear floors, dear doors, and dear curtains, definitely not. Useless information. Take a look at these sentences. When choosing apparel, take your pick from a huge selection. When looking to buy appliances online, look at what the company is selling. Notice that these sentences are not providing any information at all. Keep in mind that you should always give value to your readers. Provide useful information in your articles. Descriptive words with the same meaning. Examples of these are fragrant and smells nice, looks good and aesthetically pleasing, easy to use and user-friendly, safe and away from harm, some few things, crucial and vital. I'm sure you get the idea. So, how do you avoid fluff? Get to the point early on. But how? This leads us to our next topic. Here are useful guidelines to construct clear, concise, and direct sentences. Use the active voice whenever possible. A strong, precise verb is the heart of a good sentence. A passive voice or a weak verb is at the core of most confusing, awkward, or wordy sentences. Put the action of the sentence in the verb. Don't bury it in a noun or blur it across the entire sentence. Watch out especially for nominalizations. These are verbs that have been made into nouns by the addition of tion. Reduce wordy verbs. Instead, here are words to use. Knows instead of is aware of or has knowledge of. Takes instead of is taking. Indicate instead of are indications. Suggests instead of are suggested. Try to avoid vague or purpose nouns which often lead to wordiness. Here are words to avoid whenever possible. Factor, aspect, area, situation, consideration, degree, case. Avoid using noun strings. Unless your readers are familiar with your terminology, avoid using strings of nouns. Examples are patient, program satisfaction, student-professor, relationship factors, program implementation process evaluation. Likewise, mix the jargon. You can use jargon in technical and other forms of writing. But if your article is intended for internet users in general, avoid using jargon. Because most of your readers may not be familiar with certain terminologies. That said, you can always explain what the jargon is about. Or you can link out to a web page that has more information about the terminology. Omit unnecessary prepositional phrases. For example, you can change the opinion of the working group into the working group's opinion. Refrain using unnecessarily inflated words. You can use aware of or know instead of cognizant of. You can use help instead of facilitate. You can use affect instead of impact on. You can use start, create, carry out, or begin instead of implement. And you can use instead of utilize, and so on. Use wordy phrases sparingly. Here are a few examples. Use can instead of is able to, has the opportunity to, is in a position to, has the capacity for, has the ability to. Another one is you can use must or should instead of it is crucial that, it is necessary that, there is a need or necessity, it is important that, it is incumbent upon. Number 5. Make your articles easy to read. I have discussed this in a previous video why scannability is important. I have talked about creating an outline to guide the flow of the article. Paragraphs should only contain a sentence or two, using bullet points and numbered lists, and more. And that wraps up this video on writing high-quality articles. I'll be posting more videos soon. In fact, some of the topics discussed here need more examples and explanations. If you like this video, please share it with someone you know who might find it helpful.